The item only cost me £3. Oh well. Here's some more pickups. Magical hoppers. It's pandemonium. Hello and welcome back to another gameplay video. This is Magical Hoppers on the Sega Saturn. It's actually the Japanese release of Pandemonium, which was also released on the European Saturn, the American Saturn, as well as the PlayStation in all regions. Now there are quite a few differences between this and the PlayStation version. Mainly down to the graphics. There just seems to be more textures to the PS1 version, but there's not a great deal in it in terms of the game itself. It's always nice to get Saturn games. Now this was released after the Pandemonium title. The development was handled by Bandai. They also made some changes to the sound, including the music and some of the effects. From what I've read up about it so far anyway. I'm a bit of a sucker for these titles of the history, so I was quite pleased to pick this up. I think I paid about £8 for it. Delivered from Japan, so nothing too crazy. Oh dear. So was that awkward moment when somebody sends you a text. Worst thing is it's going to go off again in a moment, but there you go. Oops. So you can afford to get hit twice. That can increase as you progress through the game. I believe it can anyway. From what I remember, I did have the original PlayStation version, and I had both versions back in the day. When I had a bit of a clear out, I got rid of the PlayStation 1. Mainly it was on platinum and it wasn't in the greatest of condition. I did decide it was a game I wanted to play again. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite as smooth as the PlayStation version, I don't think. You can go the long way about things, or you can just do this. I remember being completely blown away by the backgrounds. This is sort of 2.5D mix, and it was something special back then. Obviously nowadays, when you get these indie developed games, a lot of them use this graphical style. Obviously much higher textures, etc, etc, but in essence, a very similar thing. I'm missing something here. I don't know if dropping off the end's a good idea. There we go. So you could jump all the way across the top there. There goes that phone again. So I mean the main thing they did change was the characters, which I've not actually mentioned. I don't know why. I think it was Fargus and Nikki in the Pandemonium release. In this it's someone different. As you can see, some kind of scantily clad fairy and another jester type character. But in my opinion, nowhere near as good as the original cast. So I just love this kind of platforming. I think it's the stage before it got too complicated for me. I think once it was like 3D, once every game was like Mario 64, it just wasn't my kind of thing as much as I tried to like that kind of stuff. I think this and Crash Bandicoot were probably you know, the end of my platforming days. Apart from the sort of remake stuff you get on the indie marketplaces, which I've been known to play quite a bit of, things like Super Meat Boy and a whole host of stuff on Xbox Live. Luckily I'm not in too much trouble. I have said I was going to the gym and started making this gameplay video. This level can be infuriating. Patience is the essence here. I'm going to try and rush. But certainly this fantasy style of this game is completely up my alley. Very imaginative. And the music really is something. Never been able to catch that time symbol. Never ever been able to catch it. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. I've tried infinite amount of times. Now I'm going to run away. There we go. Luckily the gaps are filled in here, but I'm not sure for certain. But I'm sure when I played this game before, unless I'm getting it mixed up with another game, there were gaps to jump on the way back. I suppose there has been many titles with this kind of thing. Mickey Mania springs to mind. In we pop. And up we go, and here, this just really is clever use of the graphics hardware 32-bit generation brought. The depth of field. You know, this was not possible on 16-bit platforms. Not this many things going on at once. Here we are. Yeah. Bit of a jig going on there, bit of an Irish jig I felt. So another stage clear. The pot carries on. There's a password. That was a great thing about Pandemonium. I think the passwords are all like really crazy like things, like words you could remember anyway. Again, I'm probably getting mixed up with another game. You do get to this point. So now things are heating up. Some nice red spiders there. Yeah. The thing about this game was the minute this came and I stuck it on, it was like I'd never stopped playing it. I don't know if that's because I've played it so much. You know, it's like muscle memory. Just because it's that easy to get along with. Take that. Digs it up, then can't even get up here. Oh, that's a bit more patience, bounce twice. No. Do the flip. Oh no. Oh yeah, it took too long. Oh no, don't fall down there again. Well, that was more complicated than it should have been. I feel my old legs moving up and down. Oh, that was silly. Again, patience. Oh no. Well, flat on the back, the old fairy. Down she goes. Not going to be so cocky this time. There's no time limit. Got a bit cocky there. Tried to there. Power didn't lose a life. I think that's the thing, is this game really flows well once you get a grasp of the controls. Oh no. Oh. Whoa. I don't know about you, I couldn't even see that. I do have the contrast on the television turned down quite a lot. I like my black's black, as you could say. Oh. Whoa. Definitely do find another part. Is that one then? Oh my, to the face. This is becoming painful now. I'm going for the speed run. Come on. Oh, not so lucky that time. It could be the death. That's what happened to the speed run. Oh, lost my bottle there. Gotta think this through. Land on the platform. Take the easy road. Oh no. Oh! Well, down she goes. So I think I'm going to leave it there. But that is Magical Hoppers on the Sega Saturn. It's also available as Pandemonium, and I would thoroughly recommend checking it out. So goodbye for now, and thank you for watching. Been a long track, now they're gonna take it all back. They're gonna take it all back. It's been a long road, it's been a dusty track. It's been a long time, and now you know we're not coming back. It's been a long road, you know it's been a dusty track. But now you know we're not coming